Testing. 1, 2, 3. I hope this is on now. But yes, hello. Today I'm gonna make a video about Euphoria on HBO. And I didn't know what kind to make, but it really hit me barely today. I was like, dude, do what you do best. Make a tier list. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Of course, spoilers for Euphoria season 2. You can see it based on this tweet that I'm showing. So yeah, let's get into it. Here's the characters. These are mostly season 2 characters, and here are the the columns, the rankings. I found the list on the tier maker website, but I changed the names of the columns and I added one. Lowest tier is Public Enemy number 1. Then we got Basura, and then we got I Blame Sam, which is Sam Levinson, the creator of the show. Then we just have Mid, and then we have Deserves Better. And we just have Smiley Face, like, we like we like this character. And then we have our faves. So first we got Ali. And I think that's easy. Ali goes in our faves. He is a really good person. He plays Rue's sponsor in the show. Rue's an addict and she's a teenager. And Ali is her sponsor. And he's really good at it. I feel like he sees, like, I don't know, maybe a bit of himself in her or something. I don't know. But yeah, he's a really good sponsor, and like Rue was kind of fucked up to him this season, and then when she apologized, he just like forgave her like nothing. Like he was just like, this is a child and this is an addict, like, so yeah, he's a really good person and he's overcome a lot. So yes, we love Ali, our faves. Next we got this is Nate's brother. We don't really see him that much, but I feel like we might have saw him more in like season 1, but I'm gonna put him in Basura for now because I kind of remember him being trash. Like the whole family, the whole Nate Jacobs family is like bad, so I'm gonna trust my gut here, even though I don't remember what happened in. Like, I remember what happened in season 1, but like little things like Nate's brother kind of passes me. Next we got Ashtray. Ashtray is a little king. I think he goes in our faves too. Ashtray died this season. Rip Ashtray. He, I mean, Ashtray can also go and deserves better because he would just grew up in a hard life. Fez had, he had to be raised by his brother, and he just had to like learn how to like fight for them at like, at a really young age. But I will say in the finale episode of season 2, it kind of doesn't make sense for Ashtray to have like gone crazy, but it does. Because Ashtray killed like 2 people. He killed that one fool. And but in season 1, didn't he also like shoot that guy or like stab him or something? Cause isn't that when he killed Mouse? God, I don't remember. But I feel like Ash did something crazy in season 1 too, and then he did like little crazy things, But then in the finale, he finally killed that one guy who was like working for the police. Um, so, and then he like shot the cop, which is, if you shoot a cop in front of a million other cops, you're dead. You're dead. And he was just a kid. Um, so yeah. Rip Ashtray. Next we got BB. She is. I hate this picture of her. They always use it. Anyways, she's like one of like Maddie's little friends. And we don't see her that much, but she just kind of says like "world star" or like "fuck her up" and like hits the vape pen. So you know, she's just kind of like there every now and then. But in real life, she's like a Trump supporter or something. So I'm gonna put her in mid. um, this is based on characters alone. If it was based on, if she's actually a Trump supporter, then I would be putting her in basura. But this is just BB. She's mid. She doesn't have that. We don't have that much to go off of. Anyways, next we got Cal. Don't slip on this piss, Jacobs. I'm sorry. He's gonna have to go in public enemy number one. He's gonna have to. Cal's not a good person. He cheats on his wife with a lot of people. He fucks kids. He treats his family like shit. He's obviously a he in the show. Oh, you know he voted for Donald Trump in the show. And yeah, he's not good. In episode 4, they gave him a backstory, and I hated it. There were so many people who loved it, but I hated it. I hated the fact that I was being forced to watch it. Well, not forced to watch it, you know, but like, I was like, I just kind of hate the trope of like, homophobe is secretly gay. Like, bruh, you act like there aren't a bunch of homophobes who aren't gay. They're just homophobes. They're just hateful. So yeah, I didn't care for it. I didn't care to sympathize with him at all. Um, but yeah, he's going in public enemy number one. Next we got Cassie. Cassie also goes in public enemy number one. I feel like yeah, she also goes in public enemy number one because she started fucking Nate, who is Maddie's abuser, and her ex. And Cassie knows all this. And Maddie's her best friend, quote unquote. And she did all that because she got a crumb of male attention. She got a crumb of attention from him, and she went all in. Even though that's her best friend's ex and abuser. So that's pretty messed up. And it's not like she did it once and she was like, no, like never again. No, she continued doing it and she doubled down and lied to herself. And look at how she ended up. She got dumped and embarrassed in front of the whole school. And Maddie beat her up. But dude, I felt like this season 2, I mean, yeah, it wasn't as good as season 1, right? But like so much of like the filler episodes of this season, which were a little too many, dude, a little too many. so many of those kinds of episodes, they were really focused on Maddie, Nate, and Cassie. And so I felt like we were all waiting. We were all waiting, craving, fiending for like a 5 minute long dog walking session. Like I wanted to see Maddie like give her a bloody nose, a black eye, everything. Like I wanted to see it. We see we see so many sex scenes, we see so many prosthetic dicks, we see Sydney Sweeney's titties, we see all kinds of things in this show. Why can't we have a good fight scene? Because I feel like if you're gonna give us all that throughout the whole season, all that attention, just for it not to be fully like taken there all the way in the finale, it's very underwhelming. It doesn't feel like you're like, you know, you're not full. Still hungry. Um so yeah, and then next, I think this is young Nate Jacobs, or this is the young kid he was into. Um I don't know, I'm just gonna say I blame Sam because like I said, I didn't care for that little backstory plotline. Next we got Elliot. Elliot also goes in Public Enemy #1. Um because I know so many I know and I knew so many fucking dudes like this, especially when I was in high school. Oh my god, like try and get with you and then try and get with your friends. And then like so my thing is I'm glad he told Jules that Rue was doing drugs, right? I'm glad. But at the same time, he didn't do it because he was trying to be helpful. He was trying to do it because he was trying to remove Jules from Rue so that she could fuck him. So his intentions weren't, he didn't have good intentions by saying that. That's why he was like, I liked Rue the way she was. So yeah, fuck him. Fuck him, literally fuck him. And then and then in the finale, he had, instead of the 5 minute long beatdown session that I wanted from Maddie and Cassie, we got a 5 minute long scene of Elliot singing this song that Zendaya wrote IRL, but it was just like him. It was just him and the acoustic guitar cutting to like scenes of like Rue like crying but not crying and just standing there listening to it. And all I could think of, I was just like, well, when it first started, I was like, okay, like a song, you know? And then and it just kept going. And I was like, okay, we're still going. And then like another chorus, and I was like, a bridge. We're really doing this, like. And then he did it again and again. And I was like, dude, how long is this scene? Like everyone's saying the same thing. Like you could have had like start the scene with him singing it to her and show him, and then you can still play the song, him singing the song, but show the other scenes, show what else is going on, because there's a shootout at Fez's house right now. Maddie's supposed to be beating up Cassie. Like hello, like we have things to do here. We can't waste time. That's another thing I didn't really like about this season. I feel like a lot of time was kind of wasted on just like long scenes and long shots. Like I feel like you could easily like space in and out of it. And that's not good. That's not good. All right, next we got ¿cómo se llama? Ethan. Let's put him in a smiley face because he killed it in the play. He was the play. He played a photographer. He played Lexi's mom. He played Nate Jacobs. He played like two more characters too. Like he was the play. So shout out to him. Next we got Faye. Faye, hmm, I'm a little conflicted on where to put her because I think overall of her character, I just think she's funny and that's it. I'm just like, she's funny, but that's it, it doesn't go farther than that. And like, and you know, she knew that the cops were gonna come to Fez's house, and I wish she would have said something when she found out. Considering Fez was giving her shelter and everything. Um, but it wasn't until the very last moment she said something. I'm glad she did say something, but I don't know. I'm just like, you should have said something before. Why did you barely wait until now? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess mid. I know y'all like her, but I like her too. She's funny. But, like, you know, I'll put her, but overall, more positive than negative about her. Next we got Fez's grandma. Fez's grandma, I feel like most people would put her in our faves, right? Jesus, that was a long ass yawn. Um, what's it called? Fez's grandma. I want to put her in smiley face. She's cool and everything. In the first episode, I was like, this is camp. Um, and then the rest of the season just didn't live up to it, except for episode like 5 and a little bit of 7. Um, but yeah, I'm still gonna put her in smiley face, but overall positive. Next is Fez. We love Fez. He's had a hard life. Um, and he has a good heart. Um, good intentions for the most part. And he's pretty loyal. Yeah, he's pretty loyal. Next we got Gia. She's the definition of deserves better. Um, I want a Gia special episode. Maybe you can focus on Gia and Rue's mom. But man, of all the characters, Gia's the one I relate to the most. Like, of her experience. Like, Jesus Christ. Poor Gia. But yeah, deserves better. Next we got Jules. Um, hmm, It's hard to say. I think I want to put her in I Blame Sam because this season I feel like we didn't really get Jules this season. And in the first season, there was so much to love about Jules. There was so much to really like about her. And in this season, she was just like getting butthurt with Rue and cheating on her. Like she didn't really have like a story. Like she didn't have her own story going on. Um, so that's kind of weird. Um, but I mean, overall, we I hope she gets a good season 3. Also, season 3 is supposed to be not coming out until 2024. Right now, I'm 23 and I'm going on 24. So in 2024, I'll either be 25 or 26, meaning that I'll have my frontal lobe developed. Like my brain will be fully developed by that point. So I don't know if I'll still care about Euphoria considering that fact. I probably will though. I probably will. I think if Zendaya and Alexa Demi are still in it, then I'm probably gonna watch it. Um, so there's that. Next we got Sam. I mean, dude. No, no. Next we got Cat. Wow. It, like, like Sam and Cat. But also, I said Sam because she's also the definition of I blame Sam. Um, for this season because Kat, who we're just talking about, she had like almost no lines in this season. And the rumors are she got in a fight with the creator Sam about what was going to happen to her character. Um, and so because of that, he erased a lot of her lines. I think that's really unprofessional. I don't think he should have written her out of the show and edited her out of the show. Um, Especially since she was like a main character in season one. Um, so yeah, I think that's kind of childish. Sam. Um, Next we got Lori. Um, Lori. Lori's scary. She goes in basura. She's not public enemy because she's really on the low. You know what I mean? But she's a bad person. Like she's a trafficker. She like I was rewatching episode 5, right? And episode 1 of this season. And just like how Lori, I was just like, this is pathetic. Like you're fucking preying on like girls, like get a life. Like I was just like, get a life. Like what are you doing? Like what are you doing with your life doing that? Like what the fuck? Um like I don't know, like I don't know. But yeah, don't like Lori. Um what was it? What else was I gonna say about her? She's kind of scary. Oh, yeah, Rue still owes her like $8,000. Um, so because she technically gave her 2,000, but let's say she owes her 10, which is the original price. Um, Rue owes her $10,000. So, and it was never brought up again in after episode 5. So what the fuck? I hope we get some answers in season 3 about that. Because that's scary. The entire rest of the season after that happened, I was like, what about the money? What about Lori? Where's Lori? Because she's not just going to let that go. But here's the thing, like, ever since she saw Rue, she she saw her as like the perfect person to traffic. Why? Think about it. If she saw Rue as an actual potential, like, person to, like, deal for her, she would be like, okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit, not 10K, like a little bit, and let me see how you do. And just test it out, see if you can build trust over time. Over time, you can't just give someone 10K right away. So she knew that she was setting Rue up to fail. She knew she wasn't gonna see that money back, and she knew she was gonna use her to traffic her. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Next we got Rue's mom, Leslie. Jesus. She deserves better also. I was thinking about her character and I was like, yo, thinking about just like her as a person. Imagine you live your life and you grow up and you meet someone and you have found the love of your life. You get married, you move to the suburbs and you have 2 beautiful children, and then the love of your life starts to die, and now you have this house and two kids that you have to raise on your own, and your oldest daughter becomes a drug addict before your eyes and is really suicidal. So it's like your world is just like crashing apart. Like, whoa, like, whoa, that's a lot to handle. And then, in episode 7 of this season, when she told Rue, you broke me, like, if I have to choose between saving you or Gia, I'm gonna save her. Because if I have to choose between losing one or two children, losing two or losing one child, I'm gonna choose Gia. I'm gonna choose to save her. Um, and that was really real. If you really know, if you've really seen someone like really in the depths of addiction is really just causing havoc like that, you'd understand this. I saw some people saying that was cold, and it is, but it's just like, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Alright, Lexi. Lexi, I'm gonna give Lexi a smiley face. She put on a great play. Um, yeah, she put on a great play. Next, we got Maddie. Maddie's also one of our faves. She's one of my faves. This season, season 2, I feel like a lot of people got to really love her character. And one thing I'll say is like people were saying that she was supposed to be the mean girl, and the entire time, season 1 and 2, I was like, mean where? Where is she mean? When is she mean? She stands up for herself. I see her do that a lot. But a lot of people like are like trying it. Like they're just like she just doesn't put up with shit. Like she doesn't let anyone treat her bad. So um yeah. So I never got that. And I think a big part of that is like that kind of spicy Latina stereotype or whatever, or like Latinas being painted as like crazy or like aggressive or like just like bitchy or something like that. But I never saw her doing that. Um, and then this season we kind of saw a softer side of her. Um, and in episode 7, when she was crying at the door telling telling Cassie, come out and tell me it was worth it. I would have never done this to you. When is it gonna be over? Like, oh my god, I cried. I wasn't like crying, but I had some tears in the corner of my eyes. The first time I watched it and she said that, and then again the second time, I was like, wow, this really hits. Um, so yeah, we love Maddie. She also deserves better. She can go in here as well, but she's one of our faves. She always serves a good look, and then she stands up for herself. Um, and you can tell she has bigger aspirations in her hometown. And I want her to get out of there, to get out of her hometown and move to like New York City or something. Next we got, I think this is Nate's mom, Basura. Um, what's it called? She's also bad. And I forget which episode it was this season, but she was like shit talking Maddie, and a lot of it was like racist coded language. I like, I do not like her at all. And she was saying that she was glad that Nate choked her. Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. Like she's going to hell. She's going to hell. And like, it's weird how she was like, oh yeah, you would have gotten Maddie pregnant. That's how she would have trapped you and kept you forever. Because there are a lot of women who will do that. She knows because that's exactly what she did to fucking Cal. I think she knew he was gay, but she wanted to trap him, and she did, and she got what she wanted. Um, but she was wrong about Maddie. Maddie wouldn't have done that. Anyways, next we got McKay. I'm gonna put him in I Blame Sam because he was only in one episode, the first episode of this season. And then we never saw him again or heard of him ever again. Um, in season one, um, his character, I thought he was, you know, kind of lame for being in college and dating a high schooler. I always think dudes like that are lame. Um, but I was like, ugh, you know, and then he got like sexually assaulted at the end of the season, and we just never talked about that. And he was like joining like a white frat. Like there was that was heavy. Like that was traumatic. Like I was like, yo, and it never got brought up again. And now he's not in the show basically. So I don't know what's up with that. And allegedly he said that he just never got the call back or whatever. So um, I blame Sam. Next we got Nate, public enemy number one, easily. This dude's a fucking. He's a danger to himself and the people around him and society. Um, he's wild. He's wild. I hated that scene where he put a gun to Maddie's head and then to his head and was playing like Russian roulette. Dude, get help. Get help. Seek help. Seek help because you need it. Oh my god. And oh, I'm like fucked up for thinking this, but I was thinking an interesting way to take season 3 is if Nate committed suicide. Because if you think about it, you're not really expecting Nate to do that, but also like he kind of has the audacity and like the very low feelings. Um, Not that like that's what I'm saying that people who commit suicide have those qualities, but like it would if you could write that into a storyline, Um, so that would be one way to take it if you wanted to take it there because Sam Levinson takes it to wherever he fucking wants it to. Also, I think he needs a writer's room next season. I don't want any more him writing shit by himself. He's not that good. He needs a writer's room. There's nothing wrong with getting some help. Nothing wrong with that. It's always better when you have other people. Anyways, Nate, fuck Nate. Next we got Rue. Rue is my fave. Um, Rue is not a good person. Rue is not a good person, really, but I'm always gonna be rooting for Rue. I just want to see her get better. Um, and um, yeah, like she has the ability to turn her life around, and she's done so many bad things, but I feel like we're gonna see her change. I'm worried about her though. I'm worried about her because of Lori. She owes Lori $10,000. Um, so yeah, I don't want Rue to relapse anymore. I just want her to get better, but love Rue. Next we got the babysitter. I forget her name in the show. Her real name is Mika Kelly. Is that her name? I'm gonna say she's mid. Um, we don't really see her that much, and like it was kind of giving like weird vibes at first, and like she was recording Maddie in the house, but in the end, she gifted Maddie that purple dress she's wearing because she saw Maddie trying it on through the camera. Kind of weird, but nice, I guess. Question mark gesture. Um, just a little, surveillance is always a little weird. Um, Next we got, I think that's Cassie's mom. Like seeing Cassie's mom. I'm gonna put her in smiley face because she's funny. And then in the intervention in episode 5, when Rue came over and she was like talking to Rue and was like, "You look bad. How are you? Are you staying sober? How's your mom? How's your sister?" Like, and then she told Lexi like she's not doing good and immediately called her mom. I just loved that move because it reminded me that she's like a grown up, and she's a mom, and she knows Rue's mom, and I was like, yeah, that was the right thing to do. Oh, Jules. I saw people saying they hated how Jules told Rue's mom. No, Jules absolutely needed to tell Rue's mom. Jules did the right thing. That was the right thing to do. No matter what. No matter what. Rue was literally gonna kill herself. So if she wanted Rue to stay alive, then she had to tell her mom. Alright. Anyways, next we got some little white kid. I don't know who that is. I'm trying to think. Is that like is that like the little kid that like Maddie babysits? I don't remember him looking like that though. I don't know who that is, so I'm just gonna ignore it. But I don't remember who that is. Anyways, this is the list. Euphoria, let's see what happens and let's see if my frontal lobe development makes me give up on the show. It probably won't though. It probably won't. But yeah, bye.